Hey everyone, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. And I came in today with a little bit of celebrity news. The first one up, as you can see, is Miss Keisha Knight Pulliam. Now, y'all know about 2-3 weeks ago, Keisha gave birth to her little baby girl, and we all congratulated her, and we were happy for her. Now, this comes after all of the shit that was going on while she was pregnant. You know, her and Ed Hartwell were battling back and forth, accusations being slung both ways. He said basically he told her that he didn't want a baby right away. They had just got married. They needed time to get to know each other because they had only had a very short courtship. Keisha, on the other hand, wanted a baby in her belly as quick as possible. Now, she got pregnant against his wishes. He was a little suspicious because he felt like that's all you wanted. And he even, kind of accused her of maybe stepping out, and it wasn't his baby. Well, the baby is born, and we all know that. I think they had a paternity test, and I believe that it was proven that Ed was the father. But that's not what I wanted to come in and talk about today. Now, Keisha does a little podcast. I've never watched it, but apparently in this past podcast that she did, she talked about her experience in the hospital. Now, she says that, because she is a celebrity, on the door of her hospital room, they put a fictitious name. They put her name as Keisha Brown. Now, while she was in there, she decided to breastfeed. And when you do that, they have a lactation specialist come in and kind of teach you how to do it. Basically, that lady shows you how to take your breast, put it in the baby's mouth, and make sure that the baby is getting enough milk and everything is going right. Well, Keisha says that her lactation specialist was a little white lady, about 70 years old. And basically, Keisha said that first of all, the woman didn't seem to want to touch her. Maybe all that black skin was a little bit too much for her. And then secondly, I guess after the baby had latched on and everything was going well, Keisha says that she guessed the lady, took a really good look at her and thought she was a poor single black woman who had just had a baby. So the lady gives her some pamphlets, and one of the pamphlets was for WIC, where they give you milk for your baby and little food stuff for yourself to keep you healthy, if you're breastfeeding the baby. So Keisha felt some kind of way. She also said that while the lady was talking to her, the lady also pointed out in these brochures, if you don't have insurance, here are some places that, could possibly help you if you don't have insurance. Now, again, Keisha felt some kind of way. She said that, by her laying there being a little black woman alone, that the woman probably just assumed that she was poor and needed some help. Now, a lot of people said that Keisha was being too sensitive and that she was reading too much into it. But let me just say this, y'all, keeping it real. A lot of times when we go to the hospital or we have encounters like that, they do automatically assume that we are what they call indigent. And that means you ain't got no money and you're not going to be able to pay their bill. So they start piling all this stuff on you. We all have been through instances where we go somewhere and they think we just them poor black folk. We ain't got shit and they need to help us. So on this one, even though I think that sometimes throughout all of this thing between her and Ed, Keisha may have been being a little bit of a drama queen. In this one, I do not blame her because it does make you feel some kind of way, just to have someone look at the color of your skin, look at that you're laying there by yourself and just assume that you need all of this help. Well, Keisha told that woman, look at here. I got excellent insurance. I appreciate, you offering this stuff, but I'll be all right. Me and my baby will be cool. So tell me what y'all think about this. Do you think Keisha was being a little too sensitive, or do you agree with her? The little white lady was out of pocket, assuming that she was poor black folk. Let me know down in the comments, y'all. Alrighty, on to the next story. Y'all, this next story is about Peter Gunz and his sister wives, Amina and Tara. Child, these fools is at it again. Now, let me tell y'all what I heard. Y'all know Peter Gunz is married to Amina. And we went through all the shit between these three throughout these past few seasons. He's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth between these two silly bitches. Well, the latest is Peter Gunz went to Amina's silly ass and told her, would you give me a divorce? I want to now marry this other silly bitch, Tara. And Amina, I guess she was, you know, feeling some kind of way when he first asked her, but she realized this shit ain't working. This man done played me, he played her, and I had a baby by him, and then Tara turned around and had a baby by him too. So I guess Amina said, at this point, what the fuck? Here's your divorce. You can go ahead and marry that other crazy bitch. Now, y'all, I'm, playing around with these three people's lives, but let me just say this. I think that they need to cut the bullshit and just all move in together. If this ain't some black sister wife shit, then I don't know what is. I think it would be much easier if they all went in on a big old house, about 28 bedrooms, because Peter's going to keep impregnating both of these two silly bitches, and just move in. Get them a big old kitchen with a big long ass table where all these kids that they keep having can all sit down, and then have about 28 bedrooms too. Peter has his own bedroom, Amina has hers, Tara has hers. And then on alternate nights, Peter can decide which one of these silly broads he wants to lay up with. Now, y'all, again, all jokes aside, this shit with them is just so crazy. If this isn't the just craziest example of women who do not know their own worth. To me, Peter doesn't care about either one of them. He cares about what Peter wants. And the quicker these women realize that and understand their worth, they will be out of this sister wives relationship that they have with Peter. Now, Peter pretends to love them. I don't think that Peter is capable of loving either one of them. Now, yes, he goes back and forth, but it's almost like he's using them for entertainment. Sometimes he likes the quirkiness of Amina and her music and all of that. And then other times he wants the pretend sensibility of Tara with all of her her alleged class and sophistication. And I say alleged because I don't think she's as sophisticated and intelligent as she appears to be, or she pretends to be, because if she was, she would kick Peter's cheating 88 children having ass to the curb. Now, on this story, I want to know what you ladies and some of you guys out there think about it. Now, the guys probably saying, pimp on, Peter, pimp on. The women are probably out there saying, you black motherfucker. But you know what, y'all? I can't be mad at Peter. Because, look, if these silly bras allow him to do this to them, then you know what? Is Peter wrong? You know? Because if they got some sense and both of them kicked him to the curb, then maybe, and I mean kicked him to the curb for real, maybe Peter Gunz would clean up his act. Now, I don't believe he will. I believe that he'll just move on to some other women and do the same thing. But I want to know what y'all think. Put it down in the comments section. Do you think that Peter could, if Tara and Amina got some sense, clean his act up and fly right? Or do you just think this is who Peter is? No matter what woman he gets with, he's going to cheat on her. And just let me know. And on to the next story. Folks, the next one up is Lil Mo. Now, child, I don't know if y'all heard, but this girl done lost her job. Child, they told Rainbow Bright to get to stepping. So everybody thought that, you know, she had got fired because of the comments that she made concerning Chrisette Michelle. Now, y'all know Chrisette Michelle went to the White House, sang for the president's inauguration and all that shit. Chrisette Michelle got a whole bunch of backlash, and I guess Lil Mo was coming to the defense of her friend. And she got some backlash. But no, the radio station says that is not why they fired this little rainbow. They fired her because of all of the stuff that she's saying on social media. They said that she's reckless. She gets into, little back and forths with people that they do not think highly of. So they believe that she was putting a bad name on the radio station, making them look, I guess, not good, because she represents the radio station. And because of that, they kicked her ass to the motherfucking curb. So, y'all, I don't know. I think, honestly, to keep it real, I think they kicked Lil Mo to the curb because of, what she said about Chrisette Michelle. Now, honestly, it might have been a combination of both. It might be that, they were getting aggravated with some of the things that she was getting involved in on social media, and maybe the Chrisette Michelle little incident was the last straw. But I would like to know what y'all think. Did this radio station kick Lil Rainbow Bright to the curb because, of the Chrisette Michelle stuff? Or do you think it's like they said? She was being reckless on social media and the radio station wasn't having it. So put your comments down in the comment section. I would really like to know what y'all think about this. And y'all know why we call Lil Rainbow Bright, because this girl wears every color of the rainbow. Her hair is every color of the rainbow. Her outfits are every color of the rainbow. So I don't know who coined that term for her, but it fits. Child, this girl sometimes be looking like a damn clown. I'm sorry, Lil Mo, but girl, you got to get a stylist and get your little wardrobe together, because you're not a bad looking girl. But I don't know now. You ain't got no job, so you better hold off until you can find other employment. And with that, y'all, on to the next story. Y'all, this last story is about Candy and Phaedra. So, y'all, I'm not about to go through all the back and forth, all the accusations, all the bitch I don't like you, and all the bitch I don't like you either. What I want to ask y'all is, whose side are y'all on? Now, look, I have gone back and forth being on this one side or that one side. I don't know. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, this season, I don't particularly like Candy. And it didn't just start this season. It started, midway last season. Started seeing some things about Candy that I just didn't like. And the sad part about it, and I've said this in several videos, I used to love Candy. She was, or used to be, one of the realest ones on there. Now, we all know that her and Phaedra, they used to have this really good friendship. And I, like a lot of people, miss that friendship. I am sorry that it broke up, but it's over, y'all. These two bitches can't stand each other, and they tired of motherfuckers throwing them together. Now, As far as Phaedra is concerned, y'all know that Phaedra is what we like to refer to in the black community, a bougie bitch. It is what it is. She's bougie. I think she knows that she's bougie and she doesn't care. We also know that Phaedra is a little reckless with her mouth. She gets in those, the little, where they're doing their little testimonials about what happened in the scene. And Phaedra has said some things that have burned Candy's buns. I think one of the most reckless ones that Phaedra said is when she said that Polo Scott was scrounging for change in the couch cushions, y'all. When Candy heard that, Candy was like, you know what? I am done with this bitch. How dare this hoe talk about my husband when I know all this shit about her? So Candy came back, with her little accusations. She was like, bitch, you was glad that Apollo was going to jail. You was out here free fucking before he left and planning on getting married, child. We was like, whoo, this shit is really over. But like I said, I don't want to get into, the he said, she said, what Phaedra said, what Candy said. I just want to know, after all this is said and done, whose side are you guys on? Now, I know we have Team Candy and we have Team Phaedra out there. And I want to know exactly what it is that y'all think was the final straw. So if you're Team Candy, tell me what you think the final straw was for her. And if you're Team Phaedra, tell me what you believe was the final straw for her. And y'all, my opinion is, I don't know. And to be honest, y'all, I cannot even believe that I'm saying this. Do y'all know that I have not watched Real Housewives of Atlanta for probably the last 4 or 5 episodes? And the reason why I said this is like crazy for me, because I watch that show religiously. Now, don't get me wrong. I have them all, taped, and, before the reunion show, I guess I'll binge watch them so I'll know what's going on the reunion show. But I haven't been watching them because I'm sick of all the back and forth, the accusations, the this, the that. I think that, and this is just my opinion, y'all, both of them play a part in, the demise of their friendship. Y'all, Candy fans can't put it all on Phaedra, and y'all Phaedra fans can't put it all on Candy. They both have said crazy shit about the other one. They both have done crazy shit, against the other one. Now, in the end, I think that, they're only together because they're on the show. Like I said, these two bitches can't stand each other now. And I think we just need to get over it. And I think that we are over it. I think that it's Bravo that's dragging this shit out. Because honestly, I want them to move on from this story. Because the story grew because everybody else started getting in. You got Portia, you got Sheree, with her mouth, Sheree keeps a lot of shit going. And you got everybody on the cast, being drugged into this big thing with Candy and Phaedra. They got Phaedra saying that Candy was having threesomes, and Portia saying it too, child. It's just too much. It's too much. So let me know down in the comment section. What do you guys think? Do you think that Phaedra is in the right, and tell me why? Or do you think Candy is in the right, and tell me why? And with that, everyone, this is the end of the video. I appreciate you guys for hanging in there with me, and I will see you in the next one. You take care now. Bye-bye.